गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पतान शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्री महागणपतये नमः। सरस्वते नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेद वेदांत वेदांग विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरि ओम। नमः श्री शंकरानंद गुरुपादाम्बुजन्मने सविलास महामोह ग्राह ग्रासैक कर्मणे तत्पादाम्बुर्हद्वन्द्व सेवा निर्मलचेतसाम् सुखबोधाय तत्त्वस्य विवेकोऽयं विधीयते। विवेकोऽयं विधीयते। We had completed the first chapter. I want to go for a summary of the first chapter. If you remember, Panchadashi has 3 divisions. So each part is called Panchakam. So first 5 part is called Vivek Panchakam. All the chapter have suffix called Vivek associated. Second part is called Deep Panchakam. And third part is called Ananda Panchakam. So in the first part we had seen the first chapter for the second time. Earlier also I had taken. So this was a revision. I'll go through a quick revision so that the whole chapter is in your mind. Then I'll proceed to the second chapter. So there are 65 verses in this particular chapter. This chapter can be divided into 4 parts. Number 1 part is introduction, which is the first and the second verse is the introduction portion. The second part is the essence of Vedanta. which is from 3rd to 10th verses. Third verse to 10th verse is the essence of Vedanta. Then from 11th verse onwards to 30th verse is the cause of samsara. Cause of samsara is from 11th verse to 30th verse. This is the third portion. Fourth portion is means of moksha. Then means of moksha is from 31st verse to 64th verse. And last verse is 65th, is a conclusion verse. So this way we can divide mainly in the 4 parts. First 2 verses are introduction, then 3rd to 10th verse is the nature of consciousness or essence of Vedanta. Then 11th verse to 30th verse is the samsara. And 31st to 64th verse is the means of moksha, shravan, manan and dhyan. That was the main thing. I'll now go to each of them so that it comes back in your mind. The first 2 verses, he had propitiated his Guru and his Ish. So, Namah Shri Shankarananda Guru Padambujam Nanmi. And also in 2nd verse, if you remember, he has said, Tat Padamburhadvandva Seva Nirmal Chetasam. So, I have purified my mind by Seva Nirmal Chetasam, means by making my aham vritti small. So when you do seva, in your mind there is a very big idam. So in front of big idam in your mind, you are practicing to make yourself smaller. This practice of the aham vritti to dissolve, to become smaller, to leave its desires or leave its separateness, because ego is the name of joy in sense of separate goodness. Joy, elation in the sense of exclusive goodness, exclusive actor, exclusive enjoyer. This is where ahankar is there. Moment you remove that exclusiveness and you offer that joy, then the same ahankar becomes the surrendered karta. That is called sattvic karta. So from rajasic and tamasic, make sattvic. Before a karta, you have to make it sattvic karta. Directly you cannot say I am non-doer. First make it diluted doer. Surrendered doer, surrendered enjoyer. So this was the introduction to this Panchadashi. Guru Vandana, Ishwar Vandana and Guru Seva Vandana. Then I have taken this in detail. Then from 3rd verse to 10th verse, please note each chapter should be known, each shlok in detail and also at a glance. If it is asked what is in the first chapter, one should be able to revise that this is the development of the thought in the first chapter. And this is the progress in the mind. Otherwise, all thoughts get jumbled up if you don't go through a revision. So, 3rd verse to 10th verse was the essence of Vedanta. If you remember, he said that every experience has 2 parts. One is consciousness part, other is vritti part. Like I am seeing this flower. So there is a vritti of the flower, but the vritti of the flower is formed on that consciousness only. We leave the consciousness part and we take the Nam Roop part. I'm repeating it. Generally, when I see an object, my attention is on the object of thought. and not on the thought also. I am too much centered on how good is or how bad is, how joyful it is. The science of learning Vedanta is first shift the attention from the object of the thought to the thought of the object. From the thought of object to the knower of the thought of object. And from the trio of this knower, thought and object to the substratum on which everything is coming and going, but that is not coming and going. So this is the essential part, because thought cannot be without the consciousness. The substratum of the thought is the consciousness. But when dispassion is less, a person does not, less dispassion means inability to see the thought of the object. I am only stuck with the object. This is called absence of dispassion. You cannot say it was just a thought in my mind. You are very serious about the loss and gain outside. I cannot think that. And the moment you shift that to the thought, you will be free from that object. So this was the second point, which is the main thing. Like, I see lot of object and lot of people around me, but people are changing. Same light is falling on everybody. Light is on the chair, light is on the desk, light is on you, light is on the mic. But if I like the mic, I will only think about the mic, and I will not think about the light which is same in and through the mic. And therefore, what I say very many times is that try to do this exercise, that close your eyes, and when you think of various objects like lotus or like flower, and let the object go, please see where it has come, it has gone, or is it the same? When I say lotus, when I say rose, when I say pumpkin, when I say guava, all the objects are coming and going, but that on which the object is coming and going is the same. And that is what is mentioned here, shifting the attention from Nam Roop to the essence consciousness there. This was the exercise given till 10th verse. I hope you had remembered that. If you don't remember that, please refer to your notes once more. This is the second point. Then what was the problem? Then something was called pratibandh or obstacle. The child who was chanting, but his father didn't know that he is chanting. That example was there. Father said you don't chant, but father could not hear the chanting of the child because other children were chanting. And the chanting of other children was the obstacle to listening to his chanting. Also, you remember, Atma was told to be of the nature of Anand. So Chit and Anand was proved. How? By telling that one loves himself most. And also telling that whom you love will be of the nature of joy. So therefore I am of the nature of Anand. Now if I am of the nature of Anand, so I should not go out for Anand because I already am the nature of joy. But still I go out. Either I should not, I don't know myself, no, well I know myself, then only I can say. This is how the thought was going. Progression you should not miss. And ultimately it was decided, although I am of the nature of joy, still I am attached outside. That means there is something missing in between. Something is there but is not experienced is called pratibandh. Pratibandh means something is there and should be known, but it is not known, and I therefore conclude it is not there. Please get. Something is there and is known, but because of some obstacle, I feel it is not known and not there. And that is called the pratibandh. Something is not there is not said. Something is there, not known. There is a factor which creates an impression, it is not there and not known. Okay? So I hope you remember that. So what is the pratibandh in this case? It was said there is something called prakriti. Sattvic prakriti is there, rajasic and tamasic. This is now coming to the cause of samsara. Shuddha sattvic prakriti, Shuddha sattvic prakriti was called as, the consciousness, no, the consciousness reflected in the Vishuddha Sattva is called Ishvara. And the consciousness reflected in the Rajoguni Prakriti was called the Jeev. And the consciousness reflected in the Tamogun also is Upadan Karan of Ishvara. There are Ishvara expressing in two ways. One is Nimitta Karan, he is expressing in the Shuddha Sattva Prakriti, consciousness. The consciousness expressing in the Tamoguni aspect of the Prakriti is the Upadan Karan of Ishwar. Same Ishwar, because of two different Mayas, is appearing as instrumental, material cause and as well as the efficient cause. I hope you remember these points. Okay, I remember that. And in between comes the Jeev. Now the Jeev, don't think Jeev does not have Sattvagun. Jeev have less Sattvagun. Second difference was that Ishwar is controlling the Sattvagun. And Jeev is controlled by the Gunas. Which Gunas will come? Jeev has less control. Ishwar can bring any Guna at will and drop any Guna can will. Now, please note one more point here, that from the Tamoguni aspect of the Prakriti, 5 elements came. 10 sense organ, 5 elements and Antakaran. So totally it became 17, which is the subtle body. Now this Jeev, now from Pragya, he has become Tejas. From Pragya, he has become Tejas now. And Samashti, the cosmic subtle body, is called, the reflection of the consciousness in the cosmic subtle body is called Hiranyagarbha. Only cosmic subtle body is called Mahat by Sankhya. Hiranyagarbha is not cosmic subtle body. The consciousness reflected in the Hiranyagarbha. Hiranyam means Sarvagyatam. Sarvagyatvam. Garbha means Ante. Sarvagyatam Ante Yasya. That is called Hiranyagarbha. Omniscience is in whom is called Hiranyagarbha. It's not mean golden egg. Golden egg. Don't use such word. Sarvagyatvam. Hiranyam, brightness is there. It is shining. So Sarvagyatvam. And Gar means Ante. In whom. In whom omniscience is there. That is called Hiranyagarbha. I had told about this. And numberless time this word will come and you have heard it. It's not sum total of all mind. Don't use that. Like 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. It's not like that. So here it is the Sarvagyatvam. Now that Jeev, please follow. Those who have already heard, they will understand what the thought is there. These Jeev, Paragmukhi, it is extrovert. Means forgotten the completeness of the self and it has the sense of completeness in the world. From the subtle elements came the gross element. Tamoguna aspect is there. Okay? And ultimately the world came. But the Jeev, because it does not know itself and it is of the nature of Anand, completeness, it starts searching completeness outside. Nadyam Kitvat, like the worm in the water or the river, the whirlpool is going from one to another whirlpool and ultimately this is called his worldliness. Worldliness, I had defined worldliness many times. Worldliness, yesterday also you heard, worldliness is not that being in the world is not worldliness. Worldliness means because I don't know myself completely, I am very bored with my own self. This is the first lakshana of worldliness. I am alone. If I am there, I am bored. Then second symptom of worldliness is that I go from one object to another object to seek some joy, to seek some sorrow. So there is a hundreds of I sitting inside. With respect to many issues, many person, many action, I think of I have to do this, tension comes. I think I have got this, happiness comes. I think it's my stomachache, doctor may not say you have tumor, fear comes. Within 1 minute, all is happening. Don't think it is taking a lot of time. The speed with which paristiti changes is less than the speed with which manasthiti changes. And speed with which manasthiti changes is less than the speed with which aham sthiti changes. We change inside very fast in the same situation. Within 1 hour, so many places one can travel. Without here, you can go anywhere. Well, today is Sunday, at least Sunday we should have some gap. One day at least I can sleep to my heart's content. There should be one day, cheat day it is called. Those who do, it's called cheat day, those who do dieting, etc. No temple going in the morning, no puja, no class, go anywhere, think anything, just free. No puja, nothing I will go. But there is no Sunday. Oh my God. But Sunday is not required. I'll become very lazy anyway. I'll not be happy that day if satsang is not, the other Ram has come. Then somebody, took away my slippers. Morning they took away my slipper from the temple. Acha, it got stolen? No, not stolen. Then he came back and put my slipper. He's very careless, I tell you. He's very careless, most careless person. But who tells to all these things? Foolish person. Troubles me only. See, this is the anger. Inside only hundreds of aham which have gained reality, which has I'm angry on a certain issue, I'm sad on certain issue, I'm very happy on certain issue, I'm very excited on certain matter, I'm very, afraid of certain. All are sitting inside. And just it comes up at certain. And when it comes up, it has its shop of thoughts. It opens the shop. Then this uncontrolled eruption of the I, which I have made myself. And if you get very sad, very happy, that aham will be stronger. It will come more frequently. If on an issue you get very sad, now you have strengthened that I, it will come more frequently and more strongly. It won't go easily. This is called my inner wandering. You're not wandering outside. It's your inner delusion. Therefore, it is called Brahm. Brahmanam eva Brahm. What is Brahman? Brahm is there. Like Brahmar word is there. Brahmar means the bee. Honey bee is called Brahmar. So Brahm, because it hovers around the flowers. It goes round and round. So we are again going to the same point. Again I experience sorrow because of that I. On that issue, again I am experiencing sorrow. I already have experienced sorrow because of that issue. Again it is coming. And again I'll experience whole life. I've been angry. It is not the person you are angry on. There is an aham sitting who is angry inside. And it is sitting there, it will again come. And again it will come, again I will be angry. I am very happy. Not that again it will come, again I will be happy. I am jealous of that. Again that I will come again. This is called your inner sansar. I hope. And through this, either we do two things. Either we create more aham or I strengthen my existing sorrow and joyful and fearful personality. This is a problem. And because of this, I have strengthened my sadness making personality. I have strengthened my happiness making personality. I am strengthened my fearful making personality. Ultimately, I go out. Please note, we do not go out to work. We go out to satisfy somehow inside. Don't think we are go out to work. Working is not an issue. I work because there is dissatisfied I, therefore I wanted money. Therefore I wanted this person, whatever is there. Ultimately, I pass away. Please note, body is gone. All that aham are not gone. They are searching for another station and headquarter to sit. And again I'll open my shop. Again I will start from beginning, so-called college, schools. Nursery I'll go, R++, what she was saying. R++, this she said revision. Readiness. R++, then I'll go to 1. Again these aham will come up. And due time, I am an ambitious person. I wanted to be very educated so that I have money or I have fame. Again those personalities are opening their shops. Again I'll continue it. Again 160, 70 year I go, if I'm human being. Or Jal Bharat became deer because he had the person. He developed I which was deer, which was dearly I. So as is the aham, that aham will want this situation. You had a satsang aham, therefore you are in this situation. Similarly, this is called samsara. And again I will do there. Again I will strengthen certain personalities. Again I will die there. Therefore Kathopanishad says, Mrityo samrittum apnoti yah ihe nanev pashyati. One who sees Nanaji, so he goes from death to death, not from birth to birth. Yah ihe nanev pashyati. Mrityo samrityum apnoti. And this is how a person is caught. You have heard this, I am just revising. So please be very, very careful what personality you are. Don't be very, very sad. Don't be very angry. Don't be very happy, because that will become your nature. And that will be the cause of your rebirth. You are very sad, it is very important issue is there. That means you are very happy on certain aspect, that issue has become very important. You are very angry on certain. Some sadness comes, let it go. Don't justify it. That you will become difficult regarding that. Don't justify it. Finish it. Don't be in love with your sadness or love with your happiness. I'm very happy because of this food. I'm very happy because of this person. I'm very happy because of this climate. No need to be very happy. It will come out and demand again. And you will be away from the main consciousness which we are. We will be living false personality. If I was true, I don't need a situation. I am fine anywhere I am there. Now, in this Brahman, what was there, converting the Brahm into Yatra is sadhana. Converting this roundabout Brahm into Yatra, into a journey now. This is called sadhana. Now I am going towards my goal now. Then by good actions of my past, some Gurudev will come, some teacher will come, and he will show me the sadhya and sadhan. Badhya and badhak. Sadhya sadhan will not be clear unless badhya badhak is known. And please get my point. They say, what sadhana to do? I said, what is troubling you? Why should you do sadhana? Why you need to be happy? Unless you know that my mind does not have faith, and faith will come by jap, then you will do jap. Unless you know that there is a wandering of my fickleness is there, then yoga abhyas or meditation will come. Let us sit quietly and observe. So he tells what is badhya, what is badhak. Ultimately, he goes and an example given is that the worm is kept under the shade of the tree, if you remember. So here the shade of the tree is Panchkosh Vivek. So he is starting doing Vivek. And then comes the fourth part called the means of moksha from 31st to 64th verse. Whole chapter should be in your palm. I am remembering, but I forget everything later on. I don't know how I forget. I know it, but later I forgot what is the name of the chapter also. Acha, what is the name of the first chapter? Karma Yoga. No. Tattva Vivek. Tattva Vivek is there. This is the problem. I forget everything. Whatever I remember, I forget. I forget also what I forgot. So. This is the cause of samsara. Now, from 31st to 64th. Well, is it necessary to remember 31st? No, not remember. Just remember the topics. Even if you don't remember topics, at least know how the thought has gradually flown through this chapter. You have to tie it up, ultimately. We have all ideas. You have to tie it up. Always be a very good student, whether you are reading Ramayana or Bhagavat or Upanishad or Panchadashi. Excel yourself. So ultimately, he told about Avasthatraya Vivek, if you remember. He said, Jagrat Avastha, there is by Anvay and Vetirek. These two methods were used. I have explained it in detail, therefore I will move forward. In the Swapna Avastha, Jagrat Avastha is absent. Our biggest problem is that we have concluded without vichar. We think there is the waking state and in waking is the dream. In the waking is the deep sleep. Low. World is one solid thing. In the world, I sleep. And in the dream in the world. In the dream, in the world, which is exactly as it is, there is sleep. So sleep and dream are subset of this real world. This is the ordinary person feeling is there. I am sleeping, world is outside there. And that is a big flaw. I told you many times, and you have to repeat it, that if A is in B, then if you know B, A has to be known. If B is in A, this is A. And if you are knowing B, B will be known along with A. If B is not in A, then even if A is not known, B will be known. Bole, please say A, B, I forget. My mathematics was not that good. If the dream state is in the world, then you see the world, you will see it along. When you see the dream, you will see it along with the waking. But in the dream, because I don't see the waking world, therefore there is a vetirek of the Jagrat Avastha in the dream. And there is an anvay of the consciousness in the dream. Anvay means which goes together. It is invariable. Vetirek is the variable. I had explained it. Let me move ahead, otherwise I'll be here only. I am thinking of starting the second chapter. Please continue. So, this way it was said, Jagrat Swapna Sushuptishu Sphutatara Ya Samvit Ujrimbate Ya Brahmadi Pipilikanta Tanushu Prota Jagat Sakshini Saivaham Nacha Drishyavastiti Pragyapyasyasti Chet Chandalostu Satu Dijostu Ittesha Manisha Mama. Well, I understood this from Manisha Panchkam. From Manisha, I got it. So, 11th, 31st verse. So, please revise it. Whole Vedanta will be mastering if you know how to go back to what has been said. And I'll say one more thing. Go back without the aid of teacher and text in your room. That is called meditation. Closing your eyes or closing your door and going back to the teaching, that will make it internalized more. If you miss, you can see the again, but try to press yourself to find out how the development of thought was in the class and how the consciousness is. Challenge yourself and say how the consciousness was different than that. And this way, you discover that this consciousness cannot be in time and space, because time and space only in Jagrata Avastha. It cannot have mind. Why? Because mind is absent in deep sleep. It cannot have ignorance, because ignorance is not in Vedantic Samadhi. This was mentioned. And therefore, I should not be with the body. I am not of the body. Body has no relation with me. It is an incidental false attribute imposed on I. What was incidental, I have made it intrinsic. It was incidental false attribute on me. Then how shall we say? I should not say I have a body. No. Then body is appearing falsely on me. Like in the whole space, one false Indradhanush appears, rainbow appears. Similarly, among like millions of bodies, this have appeared like one more body. Like the dream body appears on me. Like in the dream sphere, one dream body appears, and I wake up, that dream body goes. Another dream body appears. Therefore, similarly, I get up and I get another body after death. There's only difference is there. I am making myself, please note, I'm training my mind to think on the notes of no time and no space is in me. Now, this was heard, then after that you have to reflect. Savikalp, Nirvikalp, that portion had come. Reflection. After that came Dhyan. Dhyan was obstacle after listening also. My responses don't change. Still I get same anger. Still I get same sadness. I've been listening for 20 years, 30 years. That means the knowledge has not become wisdom. Like the knowledge has not been allowed to sink inside. Your samskar and vasanas have not changed. Then I deliberately bring the knowledge in myself at an eye level. This is called meditation, where you force yourself. Every day I am telling you one exercise. Force yourself for something good. Don't force too much. 2 minutes, 4 minutes. To do something and force yourself not to do something which is not right. It can be lethargy, it can be wasting the time, it can be not doing some chanting, it can be not by hearting some shlok. Force yourself. If you can't by heart whole verse, by heart 1/4 of that. But force yourself. No need to by heart the whole thing. One line. Only one line I'll forget. Again you continue. So I go in myself and I revise that this is bird. The consciousness is there. How can the consciousness work? How can I be the doer? How can I become the sufferer? How can I be relative of anybody? How can this be related? Who is related to whom? This is your internalization process. I'm telling you, you become a Vedanti not by reading Vedanta. There are many who read Vedanta, but they are not Vedantin. Vedanti become when all your problems of life, emotional problem, you solve by knowledge of self. I'm repeating it. Physical problem, you need medication. You need balms, you need operation, whatever is there. But emotional problem of sadness, joy, jealousies, fear, excitement, competition, complexes, I solve by the knowledge of self. I don't solve it by outside world. Don't go to world to solve your sorrow problem. If you are hungry, go out in the world to eat. If you are wounded, go out in the world to get the doctor's attention. If you don't have sufficient clothes, go and purchase. Feeling cold, go and get the sweater. Feeling hot, put on the fan. But feeling sad, don't go out to say, you gave me sadness. He troubled me a lot. He is the one who made my life a hell, Swamiji. This is all very non-Vedantic and worldly way of thinking. When we are seeker, you have to seek solutions from either Ishtakar Vritti or Brahmakar Vritti. Simple, I am telling you. If you have devotee's heart, bring Bhagwan Ram and Bhagwan Krishna. Prasad Buddhi, Puja Buddhi. Chole bhai, Bhagwan Shiva has given me, I take it as a prasad and I am happy. I take the insult as a prasad, it's fine. He has given me very sweet things, one thing also is bitter, I accept it. I had very good health, today is a bad health, I accept it. Whole life I had a good health. If 1-2 years bad health, I accept it. Nobody is there, but he did like that. He did it. I am sad because of my ahankar and my vasana. Because aham does not want him. This is called seeker's thinking. Thinking like a seeker. Please understand. You are getting solutions from your sadhana, especially of emotional solution. It's a rough definition. Freedom from all emotional problems is moksha actually. Freedom from all emotional problems. Dukheshu anudvigna manaha, sukheshu vigataspраha, vitarag, bhayakrodha, istid pragyastadocha. So this is istid dhirmunirchat. That is what is called that you have become a jnani. This practice, do it. Maybe you will fail. Once, twice, thrice you will fail. But please try to get solution from inside. People will snub you. People may praise you. People may look down upon you. Okay, look down upon me what? You have looked down upon my body only. Essentially, I am you only. I am not good in singing. I am not good in speaking. It's not that I am not good. In this faculty is not in my mind, in this mind. But I have nothing to do with this goodness and badness. When you start getting solutions through your meditation, through your satsang, and you seek, then understand that you have now taken 1-2 rung above in your sadhana. This is the means of moksha. Last slok, which we saw yesterday also, if you remember, yesterday last slok was Itham tattva vivekam vidya vidhaya vidivan manas samadhaya vigalit samsrita bandha prapnoti param padam narona chirat. This concludes, that is concluding and winding up. See how they are not randomly writing any words. They have whole topic in their mind, then they must be penning it. It's not that whatever comes they just write randomly. This is the glory of a teacher. He goes, and to write one chapter, he had first put everything in the mind, then on each topic he must have penned it, put the shlokas, so that we understand in the easiest manner. Now this concludes. I hope you are very, very clear. I was thinking to go to Brahma Sutra or to go to second chapter. But since I am going to Johannesburg on 25th, so there also will continue. Don't be happy there's no class. So there also class will be there. And we will go to the second chapter, and then maybe after second chapter I'll come back to Brahma Sutra once again from where we had left. Let's move on to second chapter. If you have the second chapter, I think you have. Okay. You have downloaded. So this book is there. Okay. Commentary is there. So we will now chant. Sadadvaitam shrutam yattad panchabhuta vivekatah bodhum shakyam tato bhuta panchakam pravivichyate. Now you had heard 6th chapter of Chandogya. Sadaiv Swamidam Agre Asit. Please note the difference. This chapter is called Panchabhut Vivek. And first chapter was based on consciousness. This is based on existence. And in this existence portion, he has taken the word from 6th chapter, 1st section, Sadev Somidam Agre Asit, 2nd section. Sadev, in the beginning of the creation, existence alone was there. Very, very popular line. All of you must have heard it, and you have heard in course also, we had taken that chapter. So, now what he is doing? He is saying, Yat, see the Anvay here, Yat Shrutam Sat Advaitam. See the word. Sad is the first. So Yat you have to take from the third word. Yat Shrutam. Shrutam means Chandogya Upanishad. Yat Shrutam Sat. That Sat which is heard in the Shruti, and Advaitam, that is non-dual, and that is going to be derived by the Vivek, Panchabhut Vivek Tah. Where Tah comes, there it is through, form, by, through the discrimination of 5 elements. Acha, Bodhum Shakyam, full stop. So, Bodhum Shakyam means we can know the self by discrimination, by analysis. What is analysis? Separation of the Sat from the 5 element. Separation of the existence from the 5 element. Generally we think 5 element is with existence. Now he will take the existence and show separately the existence and show it that it is not dependent on 5 elements. He will take slowly, one by one he will take, but I think this chapter has quite a number of slokas, 109. 109 verses are there. Oh my God. Very long chapters are there. So we'll see some, if required, we'll take some speed whenever required. Otherwise, we will complete it. When? Someday in life. Someday. So, Bodhum Shakya Tataha Bhut Panchakam Pravivichyate. Pravivichyate means discussed in detail. Vivichy means to discuss. Analyzed. Analyze means to separate. It's called analysis. So what is the way? Observation. Number 1 step. Observation. Second is classification. Classification. Third step is after classification, examination. And after that is analysis. So these are four steps they follow. In general, things are there. So first is observation. This is ashram is there. Now which department is there? So there is a classification. The kitchen department is there, garden department is there, maid's department is there. Or what is it called? Office department is there, kitchen department is there, back kitchen garden department is there, servants department is there. These are called classification. Then each you try to think. Really it is this, it is not mixing this, and the last is analysis. You separate quietly in that. This is the way to study. It is called Vishlesha. Shlesh means to mix, embrace. Vishlesh means to separate. Some shlesh and vishlesh. Some shlesh means to mix, something got mixed up. So Panch Mahabhut has got mixed up with existence. We don't see existence as something different. If the existence is not something different, it has become totally one with the Panch Mahabhut. We never see something exists without name and form. I hope. Now, this is very simple. Bodhum Shakyah Tata Bhut Panchakam Pravivichyate. It is going to be discussed, analyzed. So this is the introductory verse. This is the introductory verse. Now, next few verses, I'll go. Remember, Sadev Som Idam Agre Asit. Now, he is going to analyze Idam word from 2nd to 18th verse. 2nd verse to 18th verse is the commentary on Idam. Before the world, existence alone was there. This you can go and see in 6th chapter. Idam, this world alone was there. This existence alone was there before this world. So now he is going to elaborate. See, this is the beauty of knowledge. How do you know somebody is a good Sangeetagya? On one rag, he can elaborate for a long time. Uprag he will take, he'll continue. Same, he will have same word. Panagata parasaya. Now this one word is there. He'll put in hundreds of Panagata parasaya. Panagata parasaya. वो important होता है. So this genius of Vedanta Swami is in one verse of Brother Atmanam Ched Vijaniyat, more than 200 verses he had in commentary. देख रहे हो आप इन लोग, they will not leave any stone unturned to clarify the topic. अब idam word he will explain from 2nd verse to 18th verse. I hope you will enjoy. बोले what to do? I have no enjoy करना ही पड़ेगा. What to do? I don't know how long I have to study this. They have written and they have died away. We are suffering. They have given you such great materials so that you can spend your life in reveling on all these things. It's not that no religion would have such beautiful material. I told you now, Upanishads don't do reflection. This is a problem in Upanishad. Adhikari is too high. अब ये सब नहीं होगा तो you will never be able to really know what the Upanishad says. Thanks to Bhashyakar and thanks to such Ishwari Purush who came and left such after 900 years we are hearing this. Each, not a verse has been lost. Each verse we are studying. Let's move ahead. Although time is getting over. Let's go to the 2nd and 3rd verse. Shabd Sparshau Ruparasau Gandho Bhutagana Ime Etadvitri Chatupancha Guna Vyoma Dishukramat Pratithvani Vyachaptaha Vayau Bisiti Shabdanam. Anushna Shita Samsparsha Vannau Bhugu Bhugu Dhvani Vannau Bhugu Bhugu Dhvani. He says, let's see the 5 elements, 5 properties of the 5 elements. What are the 5 properties? See, they start from the scratch. Shabd Sparsh Roop Ras Gandha. Ime Bhut Ganaha. Ime means all these. Bhut Gana means properties, gunas of all the Bhut. They are the properties. Remember one thing, you never know the earth element. You only know the quality. It's a very interesting thing. You never know water. You know only the property of the water. Drav is not known. Therefore, Vedanta doesn't accept Drav, etc. Anyway, that is another matter. Nyaya and Vedanta differ on this point. So, Shabd, Sparshau, Roop, Rasau, Gandho, Ime Bhut Ganaha. And how many properties they have? Ek Kramat. Kramat means respectively. Respectively. So, Akash will have 1 property, Vayu will have 2, and Agni will have 3, and Jal will have 4, and Prithvi will have 5. Panchgunaha. Vyom Adishu. Adishu is other than Vyom. Vyom means Akash. Akash, etc. means Akash, etc. Now he is going to tell about this, which I have already said in many classes. You have studied Vedanta in detail, so this will be very easy for you. But it will confirm. Pratidhvani Viyat Shabda. Pratidhvani. Viyat means Akash. Akash. So the gun of Akash is sound. And let me tell you, time is not there, the guna of Akash called sound is not proved by Pratyaksh Praman. Other gun are known by Pratyaksh Praman. But gun of Akash, Akash's quality sound, is not known by any sense organ. Will I go to Akash so silent? Where is sound coming? But I had clarified this point in Vedanta Sar or some other text, if you remember. By 2 ways, you know that Akash is Shabd Gunakam. What are the 2 ways? Dekho, when the air flows, so air has sound. So generally, if we feel that because of the air, the sound is because of the air. Who was saying? I think this priest was saying. It makes sound on his door or window that day. He was saying, is it true? Huh? He said the air is making sound. Su awaz may be there. Please understand this point. Any quality cannot be belonging to any action. Action only manifests a quality. Quality is not of the action. When the air moves, then sound is there. Sound is not because of the action of movement of air. Only thing, movement of Vayu manifests the hidden sound in the space. Like there is a butter or there is a curd and you churn it. And churning of the curd has brought the butter. So churning did not create butter, but churning manifested the hidden butter in the curd. Any action will not create something. Action, the thing is not the property of an action, and therefore sound is not the property of air. Rather, air by moving brings out the hidden sign. This I had told long back in Vedanta or some other places. Some other places also it must be there. There are 2-3 reasons for that. There's one reason why the space will have the gun called Shabdam. Other guna are clear, but space one is not known by Pratyaksh Praman. It is either known by Shastra Pramana or it is known by Anuman Pramana. Other are known by Pratyaksh Praman. Fire has the form known by Pratyaksh Praman. Air has touch is known by Pratyaksh Praman. But space, gun, is Shabd is not known by Pratyaksh Praman. It is known by Anuman Praman. Number 2. Time is over. Vayu has 2 qualities. It has Shabd and it has Sparsh. Every element is supposed to have only one quality. And where the causes quality, the effect will have. The space does not have Sparsh. Therefore, Sparsh should be the quality of the space, and the Shabd should be the quality of the space and not of the Vayu. It has borrowed the quality of the cause. Its quality itself is not the Shabd. This is the second reason. More we will see tomorrow. Time is over. Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Guru Pyo Namah.